Hello, my name is Mary Vicario, and I am the founder and director of Finding Hope Consulting, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to speak with all of you today. When we think about this moment in which we find ourselves, this moment in time right now, it's calling for an even greater focus on empathy and connection than we may have ever needed before. My small contribution to this effort is hopefully this training that will provide us a wider view at some of the more perplexing and challenging behaviors, actions, and interactions that come from not just individuals who have experienced trauma, but from all of us at some point or another when we're under toxic levels of stress. And the goal in this training is to help us see that sometimes our most challenging behaviors, or even some of the most vexing situations in which our society finds itself, are based more on biological, fear-based dysregulation connected with survival skills than they are intractable behavior. One of my mentors, Maureen Walker, likes to remind us strategies for disconnection are often an intense yearning for connection in an atmosphere of fear. If we can shift away from what's wrong with people, or even what's wrong with ourselves, and even beyond what's happened to others or what's happened to us, and settle on what did we do to survive, or what did those others have to do to survive. And when we can settle on that, hidden in those survival skills is a kernel of resilience. And our goal in this training is to identify the resilience hidden in those survival skills so we can latch on to the resilience and help walk them into the present moment so that we have what we need in the present moment without having to battle with what we needed to survive our past. We can actually be appreciative of the courage or whatever else we needed to survive the past and walk that resilience forward, leaving behind some of the skills we did not need to walk forward with us. So, in order to do that, we're going to look at three important things. One is, how do we produce a sense of felt safety? Because as we know, actual safety and felt safety can be very different. And in fact, to help us out sometimes in very violent environments, especially the younger we are, our brain will actually reverse our sense of felt and unfelt safety so that we actually feel safe in unsafe situations so we can survive them if our primary needs are coming out of them, or feel unsafe in safe situations because they're so new and novel and different from what we're used to. And we're going to look at how do we bring actual felt safety to actual safe environments so that the brain can work the way it was designed to work in safe environments and actually feel safe. And when we do that, it'll give us a way of looking differently at challenging behaviors like aggression, self-harm, suicidality, risk-taking, oppositional defiance. The other thing we're going to do is learn how to experience that sense of felt safety so we can carry it with us or call it forth whenever we need to. Just like our fear center calls forth the memory of not feeling safe when certain things happen, we want to be able to call forth the feeling and the reminder that we're in the present moment and what it is in the present moment that is safe and how it's different from the past. And then finally, we're going to explore the role that shame, grief, and chronic fear play in the survival long-term of challenging behaviors, and how we can shift from shame to guilt, how we can shift from grief that may freeze us to grief we can walk through and reach the other side of, and fear that instead of freezing us, we can also appreciate for the signal that it is, and then have the courage to feel the fear and do it anyway, whatever it is we want to accomplish in this new environment, in this new way. So I hope that by exploring felt safety in this time when our own ability to feel safe and our own ability to attach and our own ability to regulate is challenged every day by our circumstances, we may find some gifts that we can give ourselves as well as the people we serve. People often ask, and who is this course for? Is it right for me? I have been able to use this course as a gift for anyone working with someone under toxic levels of stress, from parents and foster parents to first responders, to direct support professionals, to therapists, case managers. I've even assisted attorneys, law enforcement, and others who have to interact with people who are struggling with their survival skills in new environments that help them out so much better in their former environments. So we all come across people who are under toxic levels of stress or have experienced some level of trauma. And so I offer this training as a gift to anyone who works with people, as my friend Danae likes to say. So I'm hoping to provide us with an opportunity to re-engage each other on a footing that allows us to approach one another with curiosity instead of certainty. As we know from neuroscience, curiosity does engage that cortex, that thinking brain, and certainty engages our fear center, which can only see in extremes. And in these extreme times, anytime we can see the shades of gray or the things that pull us together, it's going to be the gift that allows us to connect, regulate, and work together. Thank you, and I hope you will give this course a try.